Hey, nosotros, papaya, to my people, my friend.
Okay.
Your Slept King here, Bob Lee. And we're almost at 1 million subscribers. Please subscribe to TigerBelly so we can get to that number.
What will that do for you?
It would make me ecstatic.
Guys, if you want to see Bobby ecstatic, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the show.
Is she Korean? Oh, yeah, I met her before.
Wait,
yeah,
I am such a huge fan of your wife.
Oh.
The show that she was in with Keegan.
Oh, Friends from College.
Friends from College.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand how that show didn't keep going and going and going. It was so
Yeah.
good, and she's so funny.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell her that.
I didn't see it, but it's good. She was great too, you know?
Oh, it's not.
I'm drowning. I think I'm drowning already.
It's fine.
I didn't know she was an actress, your wife.
Yeah. You met
You
her.
want her cans? You like headphones or no?
You don't
No,
have to
I'm
wear
fine.
it.
I'm fine.
You know, okay.
I
Well,
can wear 'em.
Dude, let me ask you something. Should I not wear them?
You need to wear them.
Why do I need to wear them?
Because you love the sound of your voice, Bobby.
That's true. That is true.
I wonder if I should wear it.
You like your voice?
No.
all right.
No. But
Well,
I like your voice. So
Yeah, I know. I kind of like yours. But what I'm saying is that I guess you're right. I mean, if I do it like this,
You don't feel
You're
as
not as
engaged.
locked
You're not as
in.
engaged.
I'm more engaged with the headphones on.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
God, we thought interesting at the same time.
yeah.
Right. we're synced up.
I wonder what
This
that
is
says about you.
great. What do you mean? Like I
You're
headphones?
more engaged with other people when you're hearing yourself.
I know. What does that say about me, dude? That's not good. It can't be good.
I don't know if it's good.
It can't be good. You know what? Let's try without it then. I want to engage without it.
But you're not going to be engaged.
Oh, that's true. That's right. All right. God, it's kind of like I like my voice. It's kind of like it's like ooh, you know. I love it. So anyway, 5, 4, 3,
3, 2.
Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. This is a special one because you know, I'll be honest with you. I was always afraid to ask you to do my podcast.
I mean, over the years, I'd be like, oh my God, Bobby's killing it. I love Bobby.
I know, but
I'll tell you why later. But
Okay.
I mean, for a lot of reasons.
yeah.
But you know, it's like, oh, you know, maybe one day, and then
But I'll tell you why. Because I asked Ken Jeong once.
Yeah.
Okay, he's never done it. And I asked Ken, and he goes, "Yeah, but you got to talk to my publicist to see what you're going to ask me." Not that you would say the same thing, but it was kind of like a soft no. And then I asked Ali Wong, it was a soft no, right? So then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't reach out to that world because I can't.
like Asian people.
That world that you're a part of?
yeah. No, let's be honest with you.
I mean, you've had Asian people.
But there's also
Plenty of
two
Asian
different
people.
types of Asians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just two types.
Male and female.
No, in terms of character.
Yeah.
Two types. Yeah, right. No, in terms of Hollywood. Okay.
Okay. This is fascinating.
This is a great intro, by the way.
Oh, anyway, movies, television, Randall Park.
No. What are the two kinds?
No, I'm gonna go into it.
Okay,
No,
okay,
yeah, I had to
okay,
do the
okay,
intro
okay. Oh,
first.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I want to let me back up a little bit, and I'm gonna go gently because I don't want. I'm gonna go gently because I don't really know what I'm talking. I do know what I'm talking about, but I've never said it out loud.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it's gonna come across a little weird, I think. But let me try. All right.
Okay.
So obviously, as we know, there's many different genders when it comes to Asians and humans and humans in general, right? There's more than 2 genders now. There's, you know what I mean? And I accept that. And let's go with that, okay?
Yeah.
So we know that, right? There's different ethnicities. I get that, okay? You have the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got, you know what I mean? The Thai guy, you know?
Yeah.
You go, the hunga to that guy, you know what I mean? But, you know, the Japanese guy, right?
Yeah.
But in Hollywood, I was want to say, okay, what I want to say. So it's like, let's go gently here. Let me just say how I feel, and then
just say it.
that's okay. So I just think that there was like a different
lunch tables.
No. This is okay. This is what.
If you need an assist, I'm here.
No. I don't need an assist. I think I can
Okay.
go. I think I can do it.
Okay.
I think I can do it. Right. So I'm going to do another story that's going to be related to it. Okay. So during the Netflix Comedy Festival, these are two of my friends, and I love them both dearly.
Yeah.
It was Nick Kroll and John Mulaney.
Yeah.
And they were sitting in the back row of the original room, right? And there's a different. They're not just comics. They're a different level or prestige almost. Okay. I think that's what I'm talking about. And also, by the way,
Wait. But you said, so this is not just an Asian thing
Hollywood.
or Asian Hollywood thing. It's just Hollywood in general, would you say?
yeah, but Asians have it too. Yeah, you're right. It's general. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're
It's
right.
like he's
okay.
translating your thoughts for.
Yeah, we're too in sync. Well, let's disconnect a little bit. Yeah.
So
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that I feel that you, all right, Ali Wong and Ken Jeong is, to me, in a different group. I think Steven Yeun is in that group too.
But you've had him on, right?
No, but he, right, I didn't invite him. Dave just brought him here.
Okay.
That's a difference.
And you've
right?
never invited him.
No, I've never invited him. yeah, I never.
You hear that,
Oh, wow.
Steven?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll get like you guys adjacent, through other means. You know what I mean? But it's like,
Yeah,
does it sound? Would it sound weird when I'm saying?
it sounds weird,
It definitely sounds weird.
but
I love it.
but I also identify with you here.
God bless you and take care. What's up?
Yeah, and I think it's that like, because I feel the same way about a lot of people. Like, oh, they're like, I'm not in that cool group,
You are in the cool group.
but I don't think I am.
He's always kind of sort of put himself in like the degenerate Asian.
Yes, but yeah, you're definitely a degenerate.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself in like really any group. I always feel like I'm just kind of floating off on my own, just kind of doing
And
it.
that's at the end of the day, that's the moral of the story, right? We have this narrative in our own head that's not even true.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, many times I've said it blankly, Netflix hates me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of maybe one or two jobs or something weird, somebody's, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then I go in there and it's like, they just love, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's these things that, that we tell ourselves that aren't true. And, yeah, go ahead.
So why did you reach out to have me on? But were you like, he's degenerate enough?
No.
Or what was it?
I mean, the truth of the matter is, and, today's about honesty. Let's be real.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I have some things.
Oh.
Yeah.
love it.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
let's call Bobby out.
no, don't stop.
Oh,
I don't want you to do. I don't know what you're gonna say.
I don't know.
Wait. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna say. But no, it's not about that kind of honesty. Whatever you're about to say, I don't like it.
Okay.
So anyway,
I will. I'll slip it in there.
slip it in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was I even saying? Because she just read
Honesty.
Oh, today's
Asian people.
about honesty. So at the end of the day, we live in our own heads, and and also at the end of the day, you and I are both guys. Here's the thing about you. What's so funny?
Nothing. Go. I got your back, Randall.
Okay.
I'm always a little terrified about what he's about to say.
I haven't done anything.
Honestly, a lot of leaning.
Yeah.
Making me nervous.
Well, today was a hard one because we had Rob Lowe earlier, so it's just it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so it's a lot today. So what I want to say about you too, Randall, Mr. Park, okay, is that you're different than Steven and some of these other people because I feel like you've been in it longer.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember when you were a stand-up even. You did stand-up.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's one of my early great memories of you. Of
So
you.
I remember him at the Improv. I saw it say he was very funny, and I'm like, this is early days. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So it's like we go way back in that that way. You know what I mean? And I remember running into you and your wife at a furniture store. I don't know do I have this wrong? Something like that. Right? And I said hi, this and that.
Yeah.
So I remember these things. You know what I mean?
You don't remember? So when
Oh my God! What? What?
when you saw me at the at the comedy club. I remember you were on Mad TV at the time.
Okay.
And I remember this distinctly, and I was like, oh my God, that's Bobby Lee. I love Bobby Lee. I did my set. It did well. And you came up to me, and the first thing you did, you went but
It wasn't a real knife.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah. It's an invisible knife.
Yeah, and I remember you doing that.
It's a metaphor.
But it was like it was a term. It was affection that you were
It was
expressing.
of course, it's an affection.
But it was like, I'm gonna kill you because you were so good up there. And
that's what it was. So, I was a joke, right? I'm like, you did so well, I have to kill you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very good.
And then you said, hey, I want to get you on Mad TV. I remember you said that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you on Mad TV, and I was like, oh my God, that's great. But I didn't. You know, I was.
Are you saying that I never did?
No. You did 3 times.
Oh, that's right.
You don't even remember.
Yeah, which one was it?
It was. I remember one of them was shot at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, that's right.
I walk into the Playboy
I
Mansion.
remember now. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I remember that.
So,
and then
so
there
the
were
moral
a
of the
couple
story
others.
is I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe it because when you said it, I was like, "Oh, he's being nice, and that's great. That's so sweet of him to offer."
Yeah.
I'm not going to expect him to do it, but very sweet of him to offer.
Yeah.
And then you did 3 times, and I was like, "Oh my God, Bobby's the best." And this was a time
You,
when
Sung Kang. I did it with Ken too. You know.
Yep.
And at the time, there was such little representation.
I wasn't even working at that time.
That I'm like, I have to use everything that's available. That Danny Cho back in the day. That's
Danny
why I used
Cho,
him. You know what I mean? But
yeah. So yeah, I've never even like.
But now
I
you're a
don't think
star.
I mean, I don't know, but
So weird.
but yeah, I never thanked you for that, or I'm sure I did thank you.
You
at
have,
the
I
time,
think.
but
I think you have.
but
I forget
really,
thanks,
really
though.
thank you. Really thank
just
you.
stop. What? Thank me?
It really meant a lot to me at that time.
No. I'll tell you this, What's up?
What was up?
What are you doing?
Sorry, I was just.
What were you doing this for?
Your energy is intense, crazy.
Honestly, very intense.
I like hold.
Is it too much, you think?
Anytime there was like a Korean,
I know.
like Sun Kang was here, like he signed that Tide bottle.
Yeah. Last week, yeah.
He was the same way. Any Korean that comes in here,
Yeah, it's so funny. Whenever there's an Asian here, I kind of elevate it in a weird way. And I want to change that about myself.
Yeah.
Right?
But do you think you're elevating it out of a positive place, or you're elevating it out of a negative place?
Why would you even say the negative thing? Does it seem negative? I'm drooling.
It doesn't seem.
I'm drooling.
It doesn't seem negative to me. But
It's not negative.
Okay.
It absolutely isn't negative. How is that negative? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What are you doing with your fingers like that?
Why do you keep looking at me?
I don't like the way you're looking right now.
I thought we were going to talk about like honesty and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about honesty,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be honest then, okay?
Okay.
For a little bit, I didn't think you liked me. Is that what you wanted to ask?
that's what the energy.
No, it's not. It was more than that.
Yeah.
Early. So we've been doing TigerBelly for 10
Yes,
years
yes,
now,
yes.
for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I think there was a moment. Can I say it?
No. I don't know what you're going to say. That's why.
Oh, say it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think in the spirit of honesty, like this is a good thing. It's like, when Asians were not having a moment yet, before they were hardly casting anyone at that time. This was early TigerBelly years, and you did the interview, and Bobby had done Korean dictator for years and years and years.
This is like 2016.
You can't bring up something that I said because this is how I do it. You know what I mean? You can't bring up anything that I said.
No, on the
back
podcast?
in the day in the TigerBelly.
No. This was all out in the open, Bobby.
Okay.
We've said it on the podcast.
Okay. So what did I say?
No, it was just that, like, again, the scarcity. It was like early scarcity mentality of you being like, oh my God,
My
like
career's over.
My
I can't even
career
get
is
an audition.
over. I couldn't even get an audition for that.
Right. Because
And
I
so-
remember me calling and them going, we don't even want to see him.
Correct.
Well, from what I know, no one else auditioned for it. They didn't have audition.
I know that. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. See,
narratives.
Narratives, dude.
Yeah.
Now the narrative's closed.
But that spun you into a year-long everyone
yeah.
hates me.
Everybody.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the complete opposite.
It's insane.
I like like respect you. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it, but I really like, a lot of it goes back to the whole thing where you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you on Mad TV."
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And then you got me on that, and you actually did. And I was like, nobody does that.
Okay.
And I was like, this is.
Randy, I'm just saying. Will you admit this then, woman?
What did I
that was
do
rude. That was
wrong?
crazy.
That was
That was
crazy
crazy.
what you did because I
My
still
best
have
friend-
more in the
I love it.
chamber.
Yeah, my best friend. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is this. If you want to win some money, Prize Picks. Woo! Prize Picks, guys. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks.
Wow.
You can turn $10 into $1,000. If you want some money, Prize Picks.
You want to do a live bet?
Yeah.
Okay, here. We're doing MLB.
MLB.
Okay. So here we have from Oakland, JP Spears.
JP Spears.
Oh, sorry, JP Sears.
JP Sears.
Okay. Are we betting more or less than 1.5 pitcher strikeouts?
Oh, more for sure for JP.
Okay, here
dude.
we go.
That's my guy right there.
What about Tyler Glass now? Is it more or less than 2.5 pitcher strikeouts?
More like Tyler Glass, never less.
Less. Wow.
Dude, shots fired.
Okay, we got 2 picks.
Yeah.
We have finalized that lineup. You
Yep.
good with that?
I'm good with it, dude.
Entry fee $20 to win 60.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's right.
Submit lineup. It's that easy.
It's that easy. We're gonna win some money. Prize Picks is available in more than 30 states across the country, including California, Texas, and even Georgia.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BELLY for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code BELLY on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Mando. What's the most valuable thing in the world, Khalyla?
For me as an ex-athlete, home field advantage and not having BO.
Bingo. But what's the second most valuable thing?
Time.
Baby. Managing and worrying about my body odor used to take up all of my time. I was paranoid about the smelling, especially around midday. It was all extremely time consuming, but not anymore. Since I switched to Mando whole body deodorant, I freed up so much time.
He really has.
I have.
And what I love about Mando is that you can use it on all of your crevices, armpits, belly button, any of the stinky places. I mean, Bobby showed us earlier, he put it in a place where the sun don't shine.
And it worked.
And it worked. Your grundle, your balls.
Yep.
The crack back there.
Exactly. You know what? Mando is also American made. USA.
Hey, USA.
Mando whole body deodorant is powerful enough for the toughest body odor.
Oh, and we have a special offer. New customers get $5 off Mando's best-selling starter pack with code TigerBelly at shopmando.com.
Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to help you get hooked up on our favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% of your starter pack. Use code TigerBelly at shopmando.com. SHOPMANDO.com.
So what I'm going to say is this, okay? I've changed over the years, though. I'm
have.
not as like that guy anymore.
You have.
You know, I'm not as jealous.
I have one more, but we don't have to talk about it.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Can we save it to the end, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know what she's gonna. Am I still drooling? No. but
But yeah.
but wait, hold on. Just save it to the end.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Maybe that's the energy a little bit. That is like there's a little. It's joy. I think there is joy, and
Sure.
and then there's like just a little bit of like. There's a little hint of like homicidal in there.
Just sprinkle.
Just like a hint of like.
There's no sprinkle of homicide. There's no sprinkle of homicide.
Just like a little pinch.
Yeah.
Just a pinch of like
Randall?
maybe I would have wanted to kill him.
I think you're reading it wrong. I don't think there's any sprinkles of anything. You know what I mean?
I think it's a sprinkle of like guilt too for ever having felt that. Maybe.
Okay,
like,
Okay.
But that's like. But I will say that's very human. It's
Thank you.
very common, especially in our industry.
Thank you.
And I think we all feel like bits of that, like
Thank
here
you,
and there.
Randall.
And yeah, so I don't think that's like a crazy thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I also want. I'm calm now. Okay. I'm
Are
very
you?
calm. Yes, I'm very
you?
calm. Like right. So I also.
My armpits are sweaty.
It's just right. Okay. But I also want to say that people say that I complain a lot. You know what I mean on this podcast, which I do a lot. Right. People are tired of it. Right. So it's like I have the right to change as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to say something that happened last night. Right. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Where for years I talked about Michael Bay.
Oh yeah.
And how he directed me in a commercial many, many years ago.
Yeah.
And I exaggerated this thing in my mind that I thought happened that really didn't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And because in my mind, I was like, there's no way I'm going to run into that guy again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Give him a taste of like what you said.
Yeah.
So, so basically, I said, and this is not even true.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Do you
No,
know that it's
no.
completely untrue, or is there like a seed of truth in it?
Yeah.
There's no truth.
What?
You just conjured it up out of nowhere.
That's insane.
I think that when I tell you the story,
Okay.
and then you guys will go, I can't think we know. You know what I mean? So let's go there.
Okay.
So many years ago, way before Mad TV, I booked a commercial, and it was with Eric Stone Street. And we were both towel boys for Kim Cattrall for a Pepsi commercial that Michael Bay was directing. Okay. And so it was one of my first shoots ever. So I didn't know what anything was. I didn't know what Mark was. You know what I mean? Jib. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to vocalize or any of that, right? So it's like, I walked through this. I had this, like, a stack of towels, and I was walking in, and all Michael Bay said was, "Cut. Your head is not in the light. We can't see your face. So can you put your face in the light?" So I go back. I don't know what the fuck he means. You know what I mean? I don't have that mutant. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean?
Just like walk up to a light.
right. That's it, right. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And also, when your first job, and also, obviously, I know.
Yeah, you want to please too.
I know
You
who
really
he
wanna-
is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Stone Street was just a nobody
at the time,
at
yeah.
the time. But like Kim Cattrall was at Sex and the City, so, and we did like 6 or 7 takes where he was just like, "Put your face in the light," right? And I couldn't do it. So he went up from behind the camera, came up to me, and he goes, "Here," like this, right? Like he
To you.
he put
grabs
my
your face.
face, and he just like here where the light is like this. But I tell the story like this.
Okay, but that's what really.
That's what really happened.
Okay.
So much more calm.
Okay.
Right? But what I tell the story is like he grabbed my face like this and he went, here's the light.
That's what I know.
yeah. And he grabs my face like this and he does this, right? So in my mind, I'm like, that's a more exciting story.
Yes, but that's probably also how you felt at the time, right?
Oh, that's
When he did that,
Dude, you just blew my mind.
right?
God, I love you so much. You're right.
That's
it's
how
how
you
my
felt.
sensitive child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You mean interpreted that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
because
in a way, you're not. I don't know. I don't think.
dude,
that-
fuck, dude. I think you're right.
yeah.
Fuck you guys, man.
so lied.
Yeah, what? Fuck you. All right. I'm allowed to, you know what I mean? You're right. My little scared child interpreted that because I was scared and I was fucking up. And I was like, to me, it was like him going like that.
Yeah, and also to do that, at least today. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Like, I
touch,
don't think
yeah,
a director wouldn't like touch your face and do that. So,
Oh, they wouldn't. Yeah.
yeah,
I've
so
never
I
had
think,
that.
having that done to you. That's.
But he did it so
that's,
gently, though.
Yeah.
He just kind of maybe took his finger and went like this.
Yeah.
Right. And I turned it into this because in my mind, I was like, there's no. And then last night, Friday, I get a call. Bay's in town. So my friend Jeff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's Bay?
Yeah.
Then he right. Then he goes, Google it.
Google.
I go, Google Bay. He's like, Mike Bay. He said, right. And I go,
Who's
Michael Bay? I go, Michael Bay?
Oh God, I hate whoever texted you that.
I know. He said Mike Bay.
So
He goes,
gross. That person's
Bay?
gross.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good because people know him, so I'm glad I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
He goes, Google it, and I Googled Mike Bay, and then right,
Michael Bay.
and there he is, and he goes, Bay's in town. He needs to see you. And the only thing in my mind for now is that because I've told that story 30 times.
Yeah, now that's like.
Yeah, I saw that. I told it on Rogan.
Yeah.
Remember I told it on Rogan, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh, fucking no. Bay's in town.
Yeah.
Mike Bay.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Right? And so then last night, last night at a show, and an hour before a show, the same guy goes, Bay is coming. I go, the Bay is coming, huh? And I put him on the list. Literally, I'm not kidding you, Randall. The other comic has the light. He's not there. I'm literally in the hallway about to go up.
Yeah.
And I see this Mercedes-Benz pull into the fucking lot.
Oh God.
And he brings it, there's like 6 people with him. The Bay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He comes in and I tell the doorman, I go, I'm about to get called up, so get him. You know what I mean? I did the whole thing. I'm on stage. I see the group, him sit down. And let me say something about me. I'm not bragging. Why are you laughing? Why are you against me today?
I just have to like look away when you say that.
She's just looking away. She's just looking away.
What do you mean?
Then let me say something about me. It's
Right.
That's a quote.
That's always
I think that's what you've been doing for the past
for the best what?
like 10 minutes.
All right,
Yeah.
forget it. All right. Anyway, I had an okay set.
Sorry, yeah.
I crushed. Oh, you had one of the.
Yeah.
But was there interaction with Mike Bay?
Yes. Yeah. So then, as soon as I get off, he gets up from his seat, and I meet him in the hallway, and I go, I know a place we can talk.
Oh, just you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So him and I go into the little Ciro's bar room. There's no one in there. I sit down there, and then his girlfriend walks in too. She's a lovely Chinese lady. She sits next to him, and he goes, "I remember you." I was like, "You go, yeah, that Pepsi commercial." He goes, "Yeah, man, interesting." Something like that, right? Very vague. And I go, and then I immediately go, "Well, yeah, but sometimes when I'm on podcast,
Because you're thinking that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, right. So I'm like playing it wrong. I'm absolutely playing it wrong.
Because clearly he didn't.
He doesn't even know what the fuck. Yeah. And I go, yeah, so sometimes I exaggerate stories and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what I mean? You're a great guy. He's like, what? And I go, huh? And he goes, well, anyway, my girlfriend's a huge fan of yours, and then I started watching your shit, right? And he goes, and she mentioned that you talked about our experience, but nothing specific.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing was just in my mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you shaking your head, dude?
This is crazy.
You know what was really weird though about you? What you did after that?
Wait, stop. What's wrong with you today?
What?
She's
You're
revealing
really
it.
putting my,
What was weird?
Randall's here, man.
Okay, so I obviously know who Michael Bay is, but I don't know him from like a mere photograph.
Yeah.
He sends me a picture of this very lanky white guy and himself.
Okay, stop.
And-
That's enough.
and his beautiful girlfriend.
And then wait, this was right after. Around this
Right
time.
after.
Yeah.
Literally probably as it was happening.
From the booth.
He sends
From
a
the
picture.
booth.
Yeah.
Randall.
He sends me the picture, no context.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who these people were in the photograph. And I was like, who's that? And you know what he says?
What?
The Bay. And I was like, who? The Bay? So you're the Bay guy too.
Are you the Bay guy?
I'm blushing. It's terrible.
You know, I think memory is such a weird thing. I have a similar kind of story where when one of the early, I booked this pilot. I was not a series regular, but a recurring on this pilot early in my career. I was so excited. It was this drama about these cops. And I was a recurring cop in the precinct. And in the scene, I remember showing up, and the director is there. I never met the director. I was on tape for the audition, and I could tell the director didn't like me. Like right away, he's looking at me like, "What is this guy doing here?" And I could just feel it.
Yeah.
And in the scene, I had one big scene, and in that scene, I get into a big argument with the lead cop who's
Yeah.
this handsome, like big guy, and he starts, he yells action. The guy starts screaming at me. He's like, I don't know what he says, something like, it's your fault, and I scream back, no, it's your fault.
Yeah.
And then the director yelled cut, and he walks up to me and he's like, can you be more? You're a cop. You're a cop. Be more like a cop. And I'm like, okay, sure.
But do you know what that note means?
Not really.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really.
I wouldn't even know either.
I was thinking like, okay,
Go stiff. I don't,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like maybe a little tougher,
Oh, right.
So he yells action. The guy's like, it's your fault, and I'm like, no, it's your fault.
Yeah.
And he yells
Yeah.
cut, and then the director comes up to me and he's like, you just got to be like a little more manly,
God.
And then
Oh my God.
and I was just eager to please because this was like a big opportunity.
Right,
And
right,
I was
right.
like, oh yeah, sure.
But are you now, because I've been in that situation, are the pores opening up?
I'm shaking inside. Yeah, I'm like shaking inside. But on the outside, I'm like, oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We know how to do that.
Yeah. Yells action. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. I like my voice.
Full
I
Batman.
like.
No, you're a demon now.
I'm a demon.
Wow, you're a
I'm
demon,
a demon.
cop.
And then he yells cut, and like in front of everyone, he was like, just be a man.
Oh no.
And I remember being completely frozen.
I know what it is.
And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that. And I think and I could feel my like cheek shaking,
Oh man.
We go through like, I don't know, another like 15 takes.
Nightmare.
It was the worst.
I've been there before.
This was the first day on the show too.
Oh my God.
I
You have
had
other
another
scenes.
week and a half where I was mostly in the background and I had little scenes.
Oh, right.
This was the first day, and
Oh,
at
my
this
God.
point, I could feel the cast turning on me. Like I could see like the crew like going like this, and like,
Oh, my God.
and I'm like, oh my God, oh no, and I do it, and at a certain point, he's like, let's move on.
Oh.
I go into my trailer.
Yeah.
I start crying. I just start crying. I just like break down crying, and I'm like, oh my God, my career is over. And part of me was like, was that racism? I don't know, but
Yeah.
or maybe it may, I just didn't know, and I was just like, I was done. I had to show up the next day. And I remember eating lunch that same day. I was just sitting by myself and like,
Oh.
and I'm like, yeah, and I remember the story, and I've told it a few times here and there.
Yeah.
And there was this article that was written. They were writing about me, and this article they did a lot of like fact checking. So this was like many years later,
Yeah.
and they're like, so this director, who was this director? Because we'd like to talk to the director,
Yeah.
just to make sure that all of this is accurate.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Why not? I'd love to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
So I gave them the info, and then they came back and said, the director is a big fan of yours. He doesn't remember any of this.
Wow.
Yeah, and a part of me was like, well, how much of it
It's in your mind.
is in my mind?
What
But I
is
know how I know how I felt.
Interesting.
I know how I felt.
So in our minds, hell is happening, right? And it grows as the takes go on.
yeah, and as you tell the story,
Right.
But the feeling was real.
Yes.
And I was crying in that trailer.
Yes.
And like all that is real. The actual details, I don't know. But the
Yeah.
mind is like so crazy like that.
Yeah. Is it because we're sensitive?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Yeah.
Do you think like performers are extra sensitive? Is the question? You think so? George?
Artist, yes.
You think so? Yeah. But you know what?
Especially when so much is on the line, and this was
Yeah.
early on in your career.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
imagine it's like you've already thrown all your eggs in that one basket, and you
Yeah.
think this is your break.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like, why wouldn't you be absolutely
I
devastated
thought
at a
it was
single
everything.
critique?
I
Yeah.
thought it was going to change my life. This
Yeah.
reoccurring. this pilot.
I know.
And you know what the crazy thing
yeah.
is? What the crazy thing is, they after the pilot never got picked up.
Yeah.
The management I was with at the time, the assistant calls and was like, "Hey, I got a copy of the pilot. It was on like a DVD. Can
Oh,
we
wow.
send it to
Yeah,
you?" I was
yeah.
like, "Oh my God, yeah." I pop it in. All my scenes were cut except for that one scene because it was an important scene.
Yeah.
and they dubbed over my voice.
Oh, he remembers.
No, it's your fault.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh my
Wait,
God.
so-
Fuck. Oh,
Wait a second.
That
I think
director
you were
knows.
gaslit into believing it
You were
didn't
gaslit,
happen.
dude.
Yes.
Because if your voice was dubbed over,
Yes.
that in fact happened.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
It was dubbed over.
Yeah, it was dubbed over. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you so did you see that right after you shot it? Right? Maybe.
No. I saw it months after.
It's still months after, right? So you're not like, you know what I mean?
I was
fresh off the boat, Randall Park.
No, I was
yeah,
just,
yeah.
I was barely recovering from that experience.
And so I can imagine you putting it in, right? Pushing
Yeah.
play, right? And watching it. And then as soon as you hear the dub voice, what did you feel? Did you cry again?
I broke out laughing.
Oh, no, yeah, that would have been so funny.
I broke out laughing.
Yeah.
Because at that point I think I had like gotten over it as much as I could, and it didn't get picked up. So
Yeah.
that was like very heartening for me.
Also, no one's gonna watch that and go, yeah, that guy's not a cop. Look at his voice.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
like, what does a cop sound like? Yeah, fuck this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was still like raw a little.
Of
yeah,
course. And
you know how it
here's
is.
another thing, though, to your disadvantage, is when you're new, right? You can't talk back.
No.
Like for instance, now,
Yeah.
like if a director yells at me, like, hey, dude, don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just because I know who I am. I've been in the business a long time.
Yeah.
Why are you smiling?
Dude, I looked over too. It's just her.
Yeah. You know that smile was the movie smile. You're going.
It's because you literally never stood up for yourself on set. Remember when that guy ripped the nose hair from you and you just came home like crying to me?
Wait, can you remind me of the nose hair one?
So when he had a nose hair sticking out.
What show was
and
it?
without,
What show was
I'm not
it?
going to say which show, but he
Sex and the City?
but it was before that.
Oh.
And then they, without warning, they just came with some like clippers and they yanked it out of your nose.
It hurt so bad, I
And
remember.
it hurt so bad it made you cry.
It made
But
me cry.
even at that time, you were like, you didn't tell him, hey, what the fuck? Like, you can't just like rip hair out of my face. But instead, you came back to the hotel and you were in tears. And you were like, I feel so disrespected.
Oh, so I was out of town shooting it.
Yes.
Just tell me
Don't-
what it is. We'll bleep it out.
It's-
So that's
It
right.
made you bleed?
That's right. Bleed? Yeah, gush of blood came out.
Oh my God.
Because that Joey, my hair, I have named my nose hairs.
Yeah.
He's been there since I was as long as I can remember.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just one guy keep kind of trimming,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he clicked the whole thing, and it was probably attached to an artery or something. And it started gushing blood, and it hurt so bad. It was so sudden, and then also.
But you were also going right into a take.
Right. And also you can't absorb, you can't like release the thing you want to release. It's like, hey man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Because you got to go right into it.
No, you want to please everyone. Like, oh, thank you. Well, the blood's still coming out of your face. You know what I mean? But okay, you're right. That example, right?
Right.
But can I fight for myself for a second?
Yes.
Please defend yourself.
Well, actually, I didn't do it with.
Peter Weller either. RoboCop like screamed his head off, and he just like sat there.
Yeah, I
and
sat there and took the fucking
Wait,
punishment.
why did he scream at you?
Because he's like, I had sides in my hand. He was like, back in my day, we memorized our lines. I'm like,
Hey man, us too. We also do.
Oh, so it's a rewrite. We just got him. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? You know what I mean? Like, mind your own business.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I would you're right. So let me just stop for a second, okay? What I'm talking about in the last 2 years,
Okay, got
There we
me.
go. Hey, a solid 2 years, dude.
a solid 2 years I've been fighting for myself. But okay, let me just say this, okay?
But the Peter Weller thing, in your defense,
They're cool.
it's like he's an old dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He's an old dude. He's being an old dude, and it's like you're not gonna like change him or get an apology from him.
That's right,
It's
that's
like-
right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like some things. It's like actually more. I think more mature to just like, it's fine.
I mean, it's a fun story, and then it's also probably a little exaggerated. I don't know. You know what I mean? I know.
Not the nose hair thing. That
No,
was
that was
brutal.
real. No, that was brutal.
Well, yeah,
that was
yeah.
real.
That's
that was
physical
real.
assault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but here's another thing I think I exaggerated. I don't want to rehash it, but I've said it before.
Yeah.
Randall's good at this.
What? Whoa, dude.
Well, I want to hear.
You're great, dude. You're getting things out of me right now, dude. ZocDoc for your health and your well-being.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. I know, Bobby, you use this.
I love it. When we got a dermatologist, we're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and much, much more.
Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments if you need.
That's amazing. You do that with restaurants and other things, and that's why I like ZocDoc, because you do it with your body and your life and your health. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast.
They do.
Khalyla, listen to me. Typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking.
And you can filter for doctors who take your insurance
Yeah,
too,
you
if
can.
that's what you're worried about. And also who are located nearby, who are a good fit for any medical need you have, and who are highly rated by verified patients. I know that's how you found your dermatologist to remove the mole.
That's right. And the mole review moved.
So stop putting off those doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/belly to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/belly. ZocDoc.com/belly.
So, I was with a lady last week, okay? And I always thought that, like Adam Sandler, you know what I mean? Is nice, but I don't know if he likes me that much, you know what I mean? So I was with this young lady in Malibu. We're at a mall, right? And, we're like not talking that much. We're just walking. And I see this old, prestigious lady sitting there eating.
Prestigious? I was like,
Prestigious,
Helen
like
Mirren? Like,
It's probably Adam Sandler's mom, so I just said that. So
Yeah.
and then it was Sandler sitting next to her.
oh,
That's why, that's why I said
Yeah.
prestigious lady.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
get that
You know what I mean?
context. Okay.
She was very prestigious, okay? But anyway, and Sandler looks at me and he goes, "Oh my God, my guy is here," to me.
yeah.
And then he looks at my dad and he goes, "This guy is so fucking funny. He's the best."
The lady you're with.
You're the lady I'm
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
And we hug, you know what I mean? And he was so sweet, so sweet. He's like, "Hey, let's hang out," that kind of thing. And I laughed. And in my mind, I'm like, "Oh shit!" But
But you were riding off that Sandler.
yeah, that was a
recognition.
Sandler. It was like a Sandler. You know what I mean? A Sandler layup.
Yeah, yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And what I'm saying is but I've told the story where he was producing something that I was in, and I think I exaggerated that too, maybe.
You mean like a bad experience?
Yeah, yeah. Where he said,
recollection.
"Do it again," you know what I mean? But I exaggerated because at the time, have you ever been on a set with everyone in it is people like on a personal level, and then you're not doing? I don't know if you've experienced that, but I was not. I was drowning, and so my friends were like, would come up to me and,
Oh, God. Yeah.
"Wait, just breathe, just breathe." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, dude, I'm not dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like they act like I'm, Tom Hanks in Philadelphia or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And they just treat me like that, But anyway.
And that made you feel like you really screwed it.
Right. But I think that I misinterpreted that too, maybe. Based on that. You know what I mean? It's how I was feeling, the embarrassment and the shame.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you were talking about that, all those little beats that you were saying, I 100% relate to. Man.
Yeah.
We should have, there should be like a group, not just Asians. No, but a group, right? It's never going to happen.
Stars?
No.
Stars?
What do you mean?
You guys are
It's like a star group. you know when stars get together, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I've always wanted, never going to happen, but like a group where we can like kind of share horror stories.
Sheer horror. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring everyone here.
But that's this. I mean,
Oh, that's what this is. Oh, yeah, I did it. I did
You're
it.
doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So I want to go back to, would you say, Fresh Off the Boat was your big break, you think? That put you on the map.
Yeah. That was the first I guess now. Oh no. Well, yeah, that was kind of the biggest thing at that point. Yeah.
Ooh, which has brought me up for something else, and I want to try to remember this if
Yeah.
you can. So there was a pilot they were doing, and I think you got it. And I remember them hearing them behind the door that they want to give it to you, but I still had to read for it.
Oh gosh.
Right?
Oh
Walk
gosh.
in.
Yeah, but I don't know if it ever got picked up. So can you?
Oh,
Was there
God.
ever a pilot where you were running a food truck, like a Korean food truck?
Korean food truck.
Yeah, like tacos or something. Or,
No.
Interesting. Okay, that was on my mind then.
So
Another thing you planted in a
You're
book,
just conjuring up
honestly, I think I just made that up, maybe in my mind in a dream or something.
like Randall keeps beating me up.
I mean, that's happened though plenty of times
What?
where I'd be in the waiting room
And you hear.
and the person would be on the other side and just killing it. And you could feel that they're,
Yeah.
and there's conversation and laughter afterward. And then they open the door and you hear this like laughter. Like,
Yeah.
just, like,
And they also they don't want them to leave either.
they don't
You
want
can
them to
their
leave.
faces,
You see their
"Don't
hands
go."
coming out the door, like,
Yeah.
and then you have to go in and
Yeah.
it's dead.
Oh wow.
I mean, that's happened.
Oh my. How do you deal with that? Bad auditions.
I don't know. I think at the beginning they really
Devastated you.
devastated me
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning, and then just over time I guess they became so frequent that like I just kind of got
Used to
numb
it.
to it.
And
Yeah,
it's like with stand up. I guess you bomb enough. And
Yeah.
You kind of got used to the bombing, and then you're not afraid of it.
as much. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. But was the fresh off the boat auditioning process long or was it easy?
For me, it was pretty easy. I mean, I was the first one cast, and I didn't really. I don't think it was kind of offered to me, but kind of not. It was like I just had to audition. I had to test on
You
tape.
test. Right.
And then
With
they
Constance.
just gave it to me. No, she
came
came
in
later.
later. Yeah.
She came in later. Yeah.
Remember? So when I got Animal Practice,
Yeah.
I booked this. It got picked up.
Yeah.
And it was like a veterinary show with the monkey was the lead or whatever, right? And I remember booking that, right, and going telling everyone that show, telling everyone this is going to be a cultural phenomenon.
yeah.
I go.
You say cultural phenomenon.
I go. This is going to be a cultural phenomenon, right? And and then when episode 1, all my scenes are with the monkey, and in my mind I'm like, you know what I mean? And they got canceled right away, and it was.
Yeah, you guys had that really weird controversy because it was an Olympic year.
All right. So what's her name? The gymnast.
Gabby,
Not Sidibe.
she was
Douglas.
Gabby Douglas.
So we did an Olympic commercial where the monkey is on these like
The rings.
the rings,
right?
right?
It's-
But so they're shooting it during the Olympics when Gabby's actually doing it.
Yeah.
She does flips and then she does this. And then the next commercial is Animal Practice with the monkey on the thing.
Yeah.
They got a huge controversy.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
terrible timing.
Terrible timing. And then PETA protested it, right? And then
So did that lead to the cancellation of the show?
no,
Direct-
it was before we even aired it. That was they're promoting it, right?
okay.
But it was one of those things where it's going to be a cultural phenomenon to it's slowly your dream fizzling away because you know as an actor, like I wasn't like I got a pilot every year guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was every other year, maybe once. There was a 5-year or 6-year gap where I didn't get anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you never you when the job is deteriorating, you literally think to myself, I'm going to be playing B rooms. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
comedy clubs. You know what I mean?
I remember seeing that show and an episode of it, and I don't remember what episode it was, but I remember seeing you slamming into a glass window or something, and I was like,
Yeah.
Bobby is so funny.
Oh,
I remember like
Oh,
I was
God.
like that. I was like really like the physical comedy.
You're a
was
good
just-
guy, man. Huh?
No, I remember. I totally remember that, and yeah, it was like the one
Thank you.
episode I saw. Yeah.
You know, also the worst is when you have a job for like a month or two, and everyone exchanges numbers,
Oh yeah.
and you're so close,
Yeah.
and then as soon as it's you never talk to them again, right? You literally think you go, you know what I mean? We're gonna start podcasts together. We're gonna write together, right?
Yeah.
You just never fucking see them again. So
Yeah.
how long did that show last? Fresh Off the Boat.
6 seasons. Wow. 6 seasons. Yeah.
it's the last of that. You know that, right?
Yeah. I feel like real lucky we got in there. Yeah. We did over 100 episodes. People don't do that anymore.
Wow. It's the last of that type where you had a parking spot. I mean, it feels good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Right? There's something about driving onto a
lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Says your name, you pull in, and you go, oh, there's Ellen DeGeneres' parking spot.
Yeah.
Somehow you're on the same level. You're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, there's something about that old school thing where you kind of go, I made it.
Yeah, I did not take that for granted. I would walk through the Fox lot and look around and be like, oh my God, this is my life. This is so great.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Yeah, and it's now maybe never going to... I mean, they're still going to do shows.
Yeah.
But there's never going to be, I don't think... I mean, maybe the rarity, like Game of Thrones-y kind of cultural phenomenon show.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think those days... When I see young comics or young actors, I kind of feel bad almost.
Yeah, you can't. They can't like book one show and have their whole lives changed. You know, like
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had guests here, friends of ours, that are on a couple of shows, series regulars, and you know what, how much they make. That's changed too.
That's changed too,
Right.
yeah.
You know, before it was like, oh, I can buy a house kind of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when you're on Fresh on the Boat, you're probably like, oh, this is good. I have a little nest now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's the greatest blessing, that show.
Did you know it was going to get canceled or no?
I think towards the end, towards the last few seasons, it was like, are we going to get canceled? We might. I was preparing myself for the end every time, you know. Every time. I'm just like, I was never in a place where I was like, oh, I'm excited for the next season. I was always like, just be ready in case it ends. Like, just be ready. Yeah.
I want to ask you a question that I ask other Asian actors. I've asked Sung this. And a couple years ago, I got offered a vampire movie.
Yeah.
And I had an Asian accent in it.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were living near Khalyla, and she goes, "You can't do it."
Wait, this is
Asian accent.
this is a vampire with an Asian accent. That's who you were.
No, I was playing a guy who was not a vampire.
I want to drink your blood.
I was like, is this a?
I want to suck on your blood.
So what?
Don't do it.
Yeah,
so
because
funny.
that would have been.
Yeah. I think an Asian Nostradamus or something would be fun. Is his name is that Nosferatu? What did I say, Nostradamus?
You said Nostradamus.
All right, Rob, I don't like your tone right now. Right? All right, I made a mistake.
Don't push the mic in
Okay,
my-
I made a mistake.
Oh wait, so Khalyla said you can't do it.
Yeah, there wasn't enough context for me to believe the accent was necessary at all. Like there's a time and place I feel like where it wouldn't feel so wrong.
Okay, so I play an arms dealer in Koreatown.
Okay.
Okay,
but you're an American.
I am an American.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know. I don't.
Or yeah.
There's no. You could change it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was written with a guy with an accent.
Did they write the accent in the dialogue? Like, you know,
I think
like, did they write the broken
Yeah, I
English?
hate when they do that.
Yeah.
I think it was like that.
Okay.
Right? Was it like? I think it was like that.
Yeah, I
was
read it
broken.
and I was like, oh, this doesn't even change anything, like accent or not. So that's why I didn't feel like maybe you should have.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when somebody's writing something, they just envision
Yeah.
a certain
But this
character.
was a few years ago.
This was maybe like 5 years ago. Oh, no, longer. Maybe like 6 years ago.
6
now.
years
I
ago.
would think that 6 years ago, you would have had the power to be like, hey, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do that.
So I talked to the director,
yeah.
and I asked him. I go, "Hey, the accent. Yeah, maybe we don't do one." He goes, "I really want you to do it."
Bob said, okay.
But that's because remember you gave me notes of what to say.
Well, I was like, listen to maybe he's compelling enough as to why.
Yeah, so I said, well, I mean, the
accent is
character, right? It's
necessary.
not as if we're in Korea and stuff, right? So I mean, he could.
What was
just
his
be-
reasoning?
He goes, I just want it.
Yeah, he just wanted it.
Yeah, and I go,
And honestly, it was just for, I think, his own like comedic read. Like it was so shallow. The reasoning was
the
shallow.
accent was the joke.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
go, yeah, because I don't feel comfortable. He goes, okay, he's just through Zoom. He goes, okay, leave. And I was like,
He was like, gone.
but I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll suck your blood. I'll suck your blood.
yeah.
And I felt bad. I didn't know if that was the right move or not. He was just asking my
I think that was
opinion.
the perfect
Yeah.
move. I think that's what you do.
It's a big movie too, so it was.
Yeah, it was a big movie. Yeah,
Wait, but did the movie come out?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
blur it out, but it's
but
But who got the part?
I don't even know.
not Asian.
Not an
person. It was like
Asian
a
person.
like Eastern European accent arms dealer.
But he had an accent though.
I think so.
So they
It was
were
like,
they
do you want
needed.
guns? You want guns? Like
Oh yeah, he wanted that.
Oh,
Okay.
But my mom was like, you want the gun?
terrible Korean.
I don't know. I
bad.
think the way you did it was the way that, to me at least. I mean, you could have done it. You could have taken the role.
Would you have
but I
done it?
wouldn't-
Would you have done it?
Probably not. But I would have done what you did. I would have done what you did.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that if it was in the 90s or early 2000 or before Mad TV, and it was like
Oh, yeah, I would've taken it.
Oh yeah,
I would've taken
Yeah, I would have
it.
done.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need you to do that.
do that. No, but I really want to see it.
He would have been like, pull back.
Yeah, pull back from it. Yeah. Back then, I did a lot of things that I can't believe I did.
Yeah. There's a few things where I look back and I'm like, oh man. But we had to pay rent. Like we were struggling. Like a foot in the door. That's like that. That's how I justify it.
And you and I don't know if you know this or not, this information, but you and I right now currently are on the same show.
On the same show.
What show?
I think.
What show? are we on?
Well, tonight after we're done with it, I got to race and do it.
Which show?
It's called Florida Man.
Oh yes.
This guy works so much he can't. He's like, what show? What day is it? yeah.
Oh yeah,
this fucking guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're doing it today.
I've already shot.
Oh, you did?
We're on.
Okay.
It's episode. It's like you're in a different episode.
Yeah.
But I know what you're.
Oh, that's
Have you
cool.
shot yet?
No.
Yours is
no.
very funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's very, very funny.
I don't even fully know. I know it's just.
I'll tell you.
Short.
I'll tell you now.
Yeah. Tell
Okay.
me.
It's weird.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
It's weird, but
Is this the Danny McBride one?
he's his Rough Houses, right? Is that-
Producing it,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
producing it, which is always the call. You know, here's your Rough House. You're, oh yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like you don't know what it is, right? It's just that's how much. I think he's one of the funniest human beings on planet Earth.
Totally.
And I would do anything. You know what I mean?
Totally.
But it's an interesting. So what it is because I know the day before Anna Faris did it, and when it's basically we're reenacting real stories,
okay.
right? So it's like every episode, it's a real story of a guy in Florida doing something crazy. That was in the news.
That's amazing.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
I didn't.
So my guy was remember that black gentleman with the thick neck in Florida?
Yeah.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been working with him. He's a great guy.
Wait, in this episode?
Yeah, he's acting in it.
Oh wow.
His name is Charles, right? And so Charles and I, once I saw him, because my scene was with Mike Hitchcock, which
Yeah.
we love, and but it's interesting. They documentary style the story,
Yeah.
and then we do the reenactments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a really fun show.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
When do you shoot
That's
this
so
week?
cool. Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday.
Your teeth are so
Yeah.
white. Anyway, you don't have white teeth? You white strips or?
I've done. Yeah, I do them. But I didn't do them.
Why is it
recently.
weird?
I haven't done them in a
Yeah.
while.
You know,
Thank you.
this is an idea that I've had, and I honestly, why don't you have a podcast? Do you have one?
I'm not.
You're good at it.
I'm not that good at
You're,
it.
dude,
You're good at extracting from people.
dude,
Yeah,
you
but-
you do it with a guy like me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Someone like me, not me, right? But I'm saying that I just think that you're good at it.
Oh, thank you. But I don't think I am. I don't think I am, and I don't think I'm a particularly good guest either.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now.
I
Fucking hilarious.
half the podcasts I do, I come away like, oh man.
How did you feel about this one?
We'll see at the end.
No, it's just so far. how
I
do you
feel good. I feel good. Yeah, really good.
Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel you got laughs?
I don't even think about. I try not to think about that because then I get to.
The Asian vampire thing was great. I mean, there's so many different things. you know what I mean?
Go through all those bits and rank
Yeah,
them.
all the bits. Yeah.
I don't even think of it like that because I just want to go like, it's to the point where it gives me so much anxiety. I don't do like a lot of them that come to me, but, or at least lately.
Yeah.
Because there was a stretch where I was doing more, and I'd be like, "Oh gosh, why did I do that?"
Right.
But it was like, "Oh, Bobby, I hadn't seen Bobby." in so long. I love
you have
Bobby
to do it. You had to do it, man. Okay.
All right.
All right. And and guess what, pal? In a year from now, you're doing it again.
Doing what again?
This again.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
I mean, well, how many times? Aquafina, how many has it done? 3 times?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who has the most?
Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn's done it the most. Who's Bert? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bert.
Well, we've gotten, I've had one. There's some guests where once they're here, I'm going to go, I'm never going to have them.
Really?
Not that I want them back. I just know that I'll never get them again.
Why?
Just because they're busy. Like Judd Apatow came here, right? Didn't want, right? Was it here?
He's coming back again.
What?
Have
Coming
you?
back
He's
again.
coming back in 2 weeks.
Couple weeks.
He is?
Yeah.
Your theory's broken now.
Have you had any?
How about Oliver Hudson? Oh, coming back soon too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you had any where during the middle of it you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is not going well"?
Oh, yeah.
That's tons,
Oh, really?
Oh, tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Gil,
really?
how much time we got left?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If I say that, it's not good.
Wow.
But I'll tell you why yours was good. And this is something that little, inside scoop. Okay. See that ghost? That white ghost right there. in front of him?
yeah.
That wasn't there before. One of my point is that when the time is up, he puts that up, and usually I look and to see if the ghost is up. But I just noticed that the ghost was there.
Oh.
How long has the ghost been there?
Almost a while.
Wait, what does
Wow.
the ghost mean? The ghost.
That
means-
we're done.
Oh, really?
Now we're
Yeah.
getting close.
We're getting close to being
I
done.
feel like we just started.
Exactly.
That's
That's,
what
why you're good at podcasting.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great.
So
but
that-
you know what? It honestly, it's you guys that are so good at this. And,
Oh, my
and, like, If I
God.
was running it, it wouldn't be good.
you know what's so silly about you, dude?
I don't like to. I'm not a talker.
No, yeah,
I'm
you
not-
are. You're silly
I'm
Billy.
not-
You're being a silly Billy.
I don't.
Silly.
Yeah, and I hate that about you. All right, stop being a silly Billy. I'm going to tell you something. You can do it all.
Oh my God.
All right,
Bobby.
If you just shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute.
If so too much?
Can I share now?
No, don't do it.
Second story?
No. Wait, hold, I don't know what it is. No, stop.
That's
stop.
what I was getting.
No. Randall, hold on.
Okay.
Just do me a favor.
Okay.
Just do me a
But she
favor.
has another story.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know. And what I'm
okay.
saying is that we're gonna save it for the next time.
No.
Yeah.
He's never coming
There's
back.
no way. I don't
He's
know
never
what
coming
it
back.
is.
He's never
But let me
coming
just say the thing. I don't know what it is, but it's probably a story. I can think I know what it is, right?
Are you
So
nervous?
I am nervous, and I think that you're gonna say it in a way. I don't want him to feel like it's weird.
No, it's gonna make you sound like you.
Had growth.
Yeah, like you, in the spirit of honesty and like.
Every story of Bobby is him having growth. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
Okay.
You and
Stop. Who else is involved?
Allie.
Don't tell the story.
Yes.
No, because it has nothing.
It's fun.
Yeah, don't tell the story.
It's a fun time.
Sensitive.
What?
It's a fun time.
It's a fun time.
I'll make you a deal.
We got to hear the story. Though.
I know we we will.
Okay.
But can we do something? I can't be in the room.
No, you can.
You have to be.
I have to
Yeah,
go
it's-
out there and I'll
it's
tell the
not-
story and I'll come back.
It's
Wait,
not
what?
that serious. I think it's bigger in
think-
your head.
Can I
like
tell the
us.
story then?
Yes. And let
Can I tell you the story? Can I tell the story what I think you're going to tell?
And then Khalyla will correct on the
Yeah,
way.
Yes, and she could
yeah.
interject.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have.
The game master.
I'm just trying to figure what the angle of the story would be.
It's not. It's just a straight
It's-
story.
Oh,
It's
you
a
tell the story then.
Straight
Oh,
story.
keep the earphones out. Okay. Go ahead.
Like this also basically explains the energy you're getting from him today, which is like a mixture of the homicidal plus the homicidal plus the guilt. And when you were doing Always Be My Maybe, I think there might have been a possible role for Bobby that he went in for.
Yes.
And he auditioned for that. And
Yes.
then I think you went in twice and then you didn't eventually get it. Yeah. But then you came back with a thing you spun in your head, a fake story in your head.
I'll tell you what it is.
I remember seeing it.
I remember you. Yeah, I saw you
The
there.
story he came back with in his head is, I think they did that just to get back at me and humiliate me.
That's not what I said. No, that's not what I said.
That's
not what I said.
Gilbert?
Are you on your fucking mind?
Back me up.
Hey, homicidal energy. Homicidal energy.
I'm sorry.
Homicidal.
Let me hold on. That's not what I fucking said.
Gilbert, did he not say
I'm
that?
nervous.
I think this is what I said. Stop.
Let Randall decide what you said.
I think this is what I said. I think what I said was, I think they auditioned me, right, for just because, you know what I mean? And then they were already going to offer it to Daniel Day Kim.
Yeah. I think what you felt at that time
don't
was
make that
like,
face, Randall.
No,
you like, I think they brought me in just to like
Which is a crazy.
have a laugh, and like you went home and you were
you
like,
felt used in a way at the time.
No, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if this was ever going
Bobby,
to come out.
speak your truth. Now's the time.
I'm telling the truth, man. I don't know what you're doing, man. It's like,
And I remember collectively we were like, no, probably that doesn't make sense. You probably just went in and you weren't right for the role.
All right. So let me say something. When I say things privately to you guys,
That was on air.
It wasn't. It was on air with all of us.
I said it on air.
Yes.
Okay, when I say it on air, right, it's for this world.
The internet world.
Not the internet world.
It's but there had to have been those feelings there.
No.
It had to come from a place where
Be truthful.
No. Okay, this is what I felt. And you know, let me say something. People on the internet, they don't like when I talk like this. They think that I'm bitching.
No, this is real.
All right? They think that I'm complaining. They think that I'm going crazy, all right? But it's like...
yeah, and well, this is how you felt at the time.
All right, so I'm going to just tell you vaguely what I felt, because it was such a long time ago. You know what I mean?
But what's funny is that the assumption we made was that Daniel Day Kim beat him out for that role, and we were like, "There's no way that was the role you were supposed to play, like her hot husband."
Or no, well, the brother or something, right?
I don't. I'm trying to remember the role.
Yeah. It was the same role that Daniel Day Kim got.
I don't think so. I don't think so, Bobby.
I think so.
It was the same role as Daniel. I don't know.
Do you know what Daniel Day Kim's role was on there?
No, what?
Did you see the movie?
No.
Okay.
Because he kept saying that, and I was like, no, he's the very strapping, hot ex.
The joke is that he's
I don't
hot.
think that was the role for you.
Anyway, let's move on. Since we don't know, let's move on.
But that's interesting.
Randall, please. There's nothing interesting about it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's an old man and a Cesaro. Okay.
Well, okay.
It's not real. It's not real.
Okay.
It's not real. And I guess, you know, I always have to spin things. I'm gonna take this outside.
But I do like hearing this. I do. I feel bad that you felt that way, and a part of me wishes that we were closer at the time, because then you could have called me. Or
right. But would I even, like, if I'm auditioning for a friend, would I call and go, why didn't I get, like, you know, like one time I auditioned for Jordan's movie Nope.
Yeah.
For Steven Yeun's role?
No.
Oh.
It was in the sitcom, the flashback sitcom.
Oh, right,
scene,
right.
And he, not as the boy either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that, yeah. We know that.
Yeah. Because anyway, I sent in the audition. He calls me immediately, and he just goes, "I just can't give you that part because it's not big enough. It's just nothing part. One day when I do choose you to do something, I want to do something great. You know what I mean? And this and that. So I just can't do it." That was very upfront, right? But I would have never called him and go,
right,
why didn't I get the one line?
But if I knew you, if we were closer, I would have called you.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
Let's get to that point where.
Minor, right? It was a nothing story. We were so scared.
Why would you fucking bring that up? I can't even
It's been
believe.
a beautiful podcast, honestly.
Yeah. I cannot believe that you would bring that up. Those are like inner thoughts and stuff that you're like revealing to people.
On the internet.
Yeah, I don't think they were quite so inner. as
Well,
you
do you
imagine.
a question? I know we're running out of time.
No,
but
we're not.
Do you feel get into those spirals now?
You think I do?
He's nodding too.
Right?
Okay, give me an example.
Not even, like, you say that yourself, that sometimes you think this person does not like me. Like, just more general.
Yeah.
Then they end up loving you.
You're definitely getting better about it, but I do
Way
think
better.
you walk away from most situations feeling that like
Yeah, it's-
in that
I-
shame cycle of being like, and we've all been there by the way. Where you're
yeah.
like, he hates me, like all of Netflix and Hulu and Amazon hate me. Like it's just this whole blanket statement of everyone hates me.
Yeah, but it's not what I don't even believe it. It's just something to say, you know what I mean? As a thing to just to say and to move, oh yeah, they hate me, and then move on, right? It's not my talking about,
We're all like,
yeah. I think I am getting better at it.
I think you are.
Okay, listen.
Well, you're also probably. I mean, you're doing so well, and people adore you, and it's like you acknowledge that, right? So it's like you're probably in a much better place just in general than.
Okay, I want to say this, that I know things are good because you're on the podcast. And I know things are good because last week, Bad Friends had Jack Black. I know that things are, you can just tell.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And then nothing to complain about. Everyone loves me. Except for some of those people on the internet. we know who they are. You know what I mean? But anyway, do you want to promote anything, Randall?
No.
What is that?
I didn't know you guys like did something together.
Oh, that was
So random.
that was a thing. We weren't together, and we were.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously we're not together, dude. We're in two different.
Yeah.
Same scene though.
Oh yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I just thought it was
And Jeremy Lin.
so random.
Yeah.
Yeah, so random. But
So
yeah.
random. Yeah. But dude, if you ever want to, honestly, let's be real for a second. Let's do heart talk.
Be real friends.
Yeah. So if you honest, this is the honest truth. Literally, if you ever want to come back and
Oh my gosh. Bobby,
promote
thank you.
anything.
Thank you.
Honestly, if you want to promote anything, because the
Appreciate
people that
it.
listen to our podcast, they love that. And what's up? Why?
What? Oh my God!
Okay,
Bobby, for
honestly,
the umpteenth
next time you're gonna wear an eyes wide shut mask. Because I can't do this. I can't do
smiled at George and I was not.
this. No, you're doing this shit. You're doing this shit. Like always, constantly looking. You're like, I don't like it.
I'm sorry. I'm not, okay. I will be stoic from here on out. Jesus, I was not.
Anyway,
kidding.
The doors are always.
Thank you.
But also,
Thank you so much,
Randall's
Randall.
movie that came.
Yeah. Why don't
Is that
you?
Sherry?
Sherry's in it.
Sherry, yeah,
Sherry's
yeah.
on
I
the
love
podcast.
her.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
directing. You're directing shit too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know that Sherry Cola, you directed her in.
Yeah.
Is that this?
Yeah.
You directed this.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's
Yeah.
it's a movie out.
It's a movie. It's out. It's I
Why
think
do
it's
you
on. I think it's on Netflix now.
It's on. We'll watch shortcomings on Netflix. And just let me ask you a couple of questions about this.
Yeah.
Is this your first film directing?
Yeah.
You had directed some episodes, a lot of episodes.
TV here and there.
Yeah, TV
Yeah.
here and there. I know that. And was that stressful?
Yes, but in the best way. It was like super fun.
Wow.
Like almost like I don't know. I felt almost too fun. Like it was like I know it doesn't normally go that way.
Yeah.
I mean, there were definitely stressful times. It was low budget film, and
Yeah.
I shot it in New York, and New York is a crazy place to shoot a low budget film.
Yeah.
but it was really fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the budget of it? Can you tell it? Oh no.
I don't know.
Okay.
6, 7.
That's
6.
pretty good,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah,
it was great.
That's
It was
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let me ask you this, because I always think, did you get everything you wanted in the shots and stuff?
There were times when I wish we could have done more or had more time, and there were a lot of things like in retrospect and watching it where it's like, oh, I wish I would have kept that. I wish I would have fought for that. I wish I would have, done some things differently. But for the most part, it is the movie I wanted to make, and it was such a great learning experience.
Are you going to do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it's like, I think that's because I know the Sung Kang was here last week.
Yeah.
And
He directed one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's directing, and it kind of made me think, I should try a small movie. I think. It would be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
try it
Yeah.
because you can still. You can paint. You know what I mean? Put my essence in it.
Totally.
You really
Totally.
can.
Yeah.
The great directors, if you watch it, you're like, oh, I know who directed that, just by a couple of frames. Right?
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
totally. Totally.
There's obvious ones like Wes Anderson, obvious because he's very specific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But still,
Yeah.
it's like that's fucking great. Dude.
Yeah, you'd make a great director, man.
Yeah. I just don't. I gotta write something. You know.
Yeah.
Did you write that? Or?
I didn't write it.
It's
Oh, so you
based
didn't
on
write
a
it.
graphic novel.
Based on a graphic novel, and the graphic novelist, this brilliant guy named Adrian Tomina. He wrote the script.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you search after him and go like, can I get this IP or that right?
Yeah,
property?
yeah. We kind of. I was like, I love the graphic novel so much, and I was such a fan for so long, and I was like, what's going on with that graphic novel? And we looked into it and found out that he wrote a script for it.
Wow.
He had a script, and that they were meeting with directors. So I was like, oh, I got to throw my
Name in the
yeah.
And then did you?
So I came up with a whole pitch. Again, like I had been obsessed with his work for so long that I really knew, how I would do it. You know? So I came in with a whole
That's a different
pitch.
kind of thing of trying to convince someone to direct.
Yeah.
By having that kind of pitch, like my angle.
Yeah.
Right?
All of that. Yeah.
That must be stressful. This is what I would do. Right? And they're like, no.
Yeah. I
like,
mean, a
wrong
part of me felt like I was acting again. Like at the beginning, where I was like, "Do I know what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna do it."
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
And then when you got it, did it feel like you got an acting job?
It was exciting, but it was also, like measured because I was like, the chances of this actually happening. It was still early on.
Oh, I see.
We didn't even have financing.
Financing,
at that
as I
point.
say.
Yeah. So
it
was
took
like,
years then?
Took 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another thing about film. It takes so long.
Yeah. It took 2 years, and then we did it, and it was so fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Come on, give Randall another round of applause.
Thank you.
Hindi mo kung sani ay makabalo